In 1930, the Paramount Film Service decided to expand their circuit of showcase theatres by building one in Manchester. They already had theatres in the West End of London and in Paris. The Paramount at Manchester was magnificent. Nothing like it had ever been seen before in the British Isles. Although designed by architects Frank Verity and his partner Sam Beverley, it was very much an American-style theatre, with its pay boxes outside the main entrance doors, almost on the pavement. Although Verity and Beverley had developed a style of their own, based on classical traditions, their theatres were spacious, palatial, and seemed hospitable and joyous. Verity and Beverley had designed Paramount's Plaza and Carlton theatres in London, and their Paramount in Paris. All their theatres were of high capacity, comfortable and enjoyable, suitable for the pre-release of Paramount Productions, who considered themselves a very upmarket company. The auditorium of the Manchester Paramount had been decorated in a free treatment of the Baroque period, which had flourished in Italy and Spain in the 17th century, although there had been no slavish copying of period detail. Despite the vast size of the auditorium, the generous scale of the decorative scheme was welcoming and intimate. Architects seemed to be at pains to preserve an intimate touch, as if they were alarmed that the immense size of the auditoria they were commissioned to create would have a distant and impersonal atmosphere. The Paramount at Manchester, which opened on Monday, October the 5th, 1930, was Britain's largest provincial hall. It had 3,000 seats. The console for the organ had 4 manuals, and the organ pipes and relays were in 5 separate chambers located at the sides of the proscenium arch. The Wurlitzer Hope-Jones unit organ installed at the Paramount Theatre Manchester claimed to be the world's finest pipe organ. It was largely due to the research and invention of Robert Hope-Jones, an Englishman, that the Wurlitzer organ became the ingenious and effective organ that it was. The Manchester organ contained all the tones usually found in a church organ, combined with such orchestral instruments as clarinet, flute, piccolo, violins, trumpets, trombones, and saxophones. One of the great features of the theatre was the lighting scheme. In the entrance vestibule, illumination was provided by concealed lighting mirror reflectors situated behind the cornices. The ceiling fittings and wall brackets, with their pleasing soft light, gave an artistic finish to the surroundings. The main ceiling of the auditorium was lit by concealed chromium-plated reflectors housed behind the cornices. Each reflector was fitted with a colour screen holder which gave scope for any desired colour light to be obtained. Suspended from the ceiling were 6 large electroliers, each of which weighed half a ton and were 7 foot 6 inches in diameter. The Paramount became the Manchester Odeon and is today a triple cinema. The huge upper circle has been adapted into a large cinema.
Gathered around for this weekend, and all I want to do on behalf of the CPA at least was to thank Mike and, well, everybody in the North West Cinema Preservation Society for what has been really very enjoyable weekend. And as I always say on these occasions, we do appreciate the influence of coordinating.
The original stalls on the ground floor have been remodelled into another large capacity auditorium by 1988 standards. The former mezzanine has made quite a pleasing small cinema.
Number 3, 203 seats we've got now.
The policy of the Paramount had been to be the first theatre to show new Paramount pictures in the Manchester area, and also to present an original stage production each week, together with musical and other scenic novelties. When the Rank organisation decided to rationalise their operations in Manchester city centre and redevelop either the Paramount cum Odeon or the Gaumont into a multi-screen operation, the Gaumont was seriously considered.